As we know from the last video, Sebastian Sorger reached the semifinals of the Austrian Future in Kottingbrunn last week. There he played against the experienced German Ejupovic. It was a tough and long match, and Sebastian lost in 3 sets. For long periods, the right picture was recognizable in his game, but in important situations, he still falls back into old patterns too often. Which again seems understandable, as Sebastian has only been able to consistently bring this game concept to the court for a few weeks now. So it's only a matter of time before it also works in critical situations, and that's what we are working towards now. This week, Sebastian Sorger was able to reach the future tournament by subway. He played in the south of Vienna at the TC Alt-Erla. And not only Sebastian took part in the tournament, Mohamed Safwat also traveled from Egypt as playing captain with his Davis Cup team to take part in the tournament. Egypt will play Hungary in the Davis Cup in 2 weeks' time, and the tournament will serve as a joint preparation. The TC Alt-Erla has enough courts, but unfortunately the layout of the courts is not always ideal for spectators. It's also home to a tennis school with lots of youngsters. Hopefully new faces will emerge for the Austrian tennis, as the situation at the top of the world level in tennis is very poor at the moment. The level of international tennis has improved a lot in recent years, and I think it's only possible for a country to have good players in the long term if it has a wide range of players. For me, Italy is a country that has made this transition in recent years. Other country federations should take a closer look at the reasons for this and, if possible, copy them. Jonas Trinker is a new member of the team, and after just a few sessions he has already implemented the concept adapted for him well. He played against Safwat in the second round and won surprisingly clearly. Sebastian Sorger also played his way back into the quarterfinals, and there he met his compatriot Oberleitner again. The first 2 rounds were still partly rusty for Sebastian, but as soon as he found his strokes associated with the concept, he was in control of the matches. As the week progressed, the temperatures rose again, making it physically challenging. However, this is certainly a big advantage for Sebastian, as hardly anyone can keep up with him physically. Jonas Trinker opened the day in the quarterfinals against Ejupovic from Germany. Jonas played a good first set and went on to win it. From the second set onwards, it was clear that Jonas was no longer able to maintain his physical level. His serving percentage dropped, and his opponent served consistently throughout the match. Jonas therefore lost in 3 sets. Overall, however, it was a good tournament and a very positive week, as he was able to demonstrate many of the things we had already practiced in the match. We can continue to build on this. The quarterfinal between Oberleitner and Sorger was once again a very even match. 2 very different types of players came up against each other here, and that showed us some highs and lows. Oberleitner is the aggressive player, Sebastian the solid one. The third set went into a tiebreak, and Sebastian had a match point at 6-5. However, Oberleitner played 2 good points on his own serve and then converted his first match point. A bitter defeat for Sebastian, of course, but that's part of our sport. Keep working and keep getting back up is the motto. Yuri Rodionov played a challenger in Manacor immediately after his return from New York. It would have been better to skip this tournament as his health was not quite up to the mark. But he wanted to play it and lost in the first round. I think there's definitely a lot to adapt in terms of tournament planning, and we all need to learn from this. Mate Dodik prepared for the coming weeks on hardcourt in Zagreb. Thanks again for your interest and see you next week.